House Republicans did a cancel culture on a Democrat during his speech on the House floor. Representative Jim McGovern was silenced by the GOP majority for simply listing off the criminal trials former President Donald Trump is currently involved in.
We have a presumptive nominee for president facing 88 felony counts, and we're being prevented from even acknowledging it. These are not alternative facts. These are real facts. A candidate for president of the United States is on trial for sending a hush money payment to a porn star to avoid a sex scandal during his 2016 campaign, and then fraudulently disguising those payments in violation of the law. He's also charged with conspiring to overturn the election. He's also charged with stealing classified information, and a jury has already found him liable for rape in a civil court. And yet, in this Republican-controlled House, it's okay to talk about the trial, but you have to call it a sham.
We take down his words.
It's okay to say the jury is rigged.
Mr. Speaker, I demand that his words be taken down.
It's okay to say the court is corrupt.
Gentleman will suspend.
But not Trump is corrupting the rule of law.
So nothing there that McGovern said was inaccurate. Okay. You can say that Donald Trump was not found guilty of rape, just sexual abuse. Oh, that doesn't make it any better. Okay. And by the way, the judge in that trial had acknowledged that Trump's actions technically fit the colloquial definition of rape. Not even if it doesn't fit the very narrow legal definition of rape, which involves penile penetration versus digital penetration. Anyway, still bad. Not good, right? Makes all the difference, though. No, in reality, what it comes down to is this was an unwanted violation, and Trump was involved, and he was found liable for doing that. He had done that. So, no, let's go to Republicans, not wanting to talk about that, right? Because to them, that's the real unwanted violation. How dare you talk about Donald Trump allegedly doing these terrible things? We can't talk about that. Oh, really? Really? It can, right?
Can't let that happen.
So in the video, you could hear one Republican representative from Indiana making a motion to take down McGovern's words from the record. Now, here's the thing. House rules are a bit arcane, right? So now there's striking from the record, and then there's taking down the words, right? So now if you take down their words, you remove them from the record, but also bar the speaker from being able to speak. Right? This is the person, not the Speaker of the House, but the person who was actually talking, who was addressing the House at the moment, having their words struck. That means they can no longer talk for the remainder of the hearing. That is silencing. Now, if you were to strike the words from the record, that means you would get rid of them. They would not be on the record anymore, but you would still be able to talk. You're still recognized. So basically what Republicans did was silence Mr. McGovern for saying things that are true but uncomfortable, right? Not only about their nominee, but what you can actually say about the trials on the House floor. And I think that's the most important part here. That's the point that McGovern was trying to make. Republicans can come to the floor all they want and talk about how Donald Trump's trials, they're a sham, the judges are corrupt, the juries are rigged. All right, man, you can have that opinion, sure. But apparently you cannot come to the House floor and point out just the fact that the trials exist. If you don't defend him, suddenly you're out of order and must be silenced. Sounds like a clear abuse of their power, right? Using it to silence people. And again, that was McGovern's point. He took to X and said this, quote, "I wanted to highlight this disparity and address how absurd these rules are in practice. Apparently, that got under the skin of my Republican colleagues." Pretty ironic from the party that complains so much about cancel culture. It's true. All they do is cancel culture, all right? That's all the Republicans do. Disney, NPR, Bud Light, FBI, books that involve gay people, books that involve black people, Mr. Potato Head, drag queens, Oreos. Come on! I mean, you name something, there's a very good chance that the right-winger has attempted to cancel it for, being too woke or something. It's all a sham. It's all ridiculous. And what they're doing is that they're running the House of Representatives as if it's a right-wing safe space, all right? I mean, just go back to the example of Jasmine Crockett versus Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now, Marjorie Greene started dogging on Crockett's eyelashes, all right? So Crockett's like, hey, whoa, that's not cool. Strike that from the record, apologize. And then Marjorie Greene gets into this whole thing about, I will never apologize ever in my life. I've never done anything wrong. My entire purpose is to own the libs, and that's what I'm going to do. Well, all right. Well, there you go. And what did Comer do about it? He did absolutely nothing. They let it go because Republicans, they run the House, and they're running it roughshod. They have given their members special treatment to say just about anything and everything that they want, while the other side, apparently, you can openly mock them, you can silence them, you can cancel them. It's not really an effective way to run a government, but that's unfortunately what's going on at this moment, and I don't think that that gets talked about enough.